Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to Tommy Celtic Talk. And today we've seen a 4-2 win on opening day for Celtic, with goals from Kyogo, 2 to Turnbull, and 1 for Matt O'Reilly. And we're a bit deflated, weren't we, with the 2 goals that went in for Ross County. A win's a win, obviously, and if you're anything like me, I was expecting, maybe at 5-0 or something, this really sort of put the foot down of what we are expecting of everybody this season. And it wasn't bad, but it could have been better. But it really put the icing on the cake. It just made me feel a bit better when I seen the result. On the other side of Glasgow, well, they were in Kilmarnock. They were away from home, 1-0 to Kilmarnock against the Scum. And what went on there, in my opinion, is basically for all the signings that they've done, the 5 million, the Desser, Limmers, that's Simo, Butland. You seen the team they put out there, and it's about half new, half old, isn't it? And Raskin and Cantwell, they're fairly new themselves. So what's happened for me is these players are gelling. Now, you remember, the one I can remember is when we sold out McGeady, we've all done a whole load of players: Hooper, Izaguri, Kyle, Kelvin Wilson, Joe Ledley, all these players, and we went in the European qualifiers. And and I know that these are all good players, and they came good eventually. We all know that in hindsight, but we got knocked out, not only of the Champions League qualifiers, but the Europa League qualifiers as well in the first season. Remember that? And we had to play just with no European football whatsoever in the first season. That's because them players were gelling. So with Rangers here, they did the right thing, I think. Kent, Morelos, it's basically, if you go past, to say, 3 seasons of the same team, people sort of know the crack with you. But they really held on to these players for a long time. And it was Kent, he went on a free, wasn't it? And Morelos went on a free, so they could have actually got some money for them back in the day, but they held on to them way too long. And they fucked off in. And they signed in these new players. But they're all just trying to learn off each other at the minute. They're trying to see what, their 1-2s, see what sort of style everyone plays. And you see, they call him Lamar, that new striker just signed. In the formation they were playing them out on the right. And I watched a video, it was Clyde Radio I was listening to, where the Dessers, the new striker, and it says Limmers, they're basically the same type of player. And they're playing him out on the right, which makes me think it's like basically putting a Gary Hooper at right mid. So which tells me Michael Beale has said, I want fucking players. And they've got in a shitload of players. He doesn't know what to do with them. Because it sounds to me that they signed in a lot of players that play the same position, a lot of players with the same mindset, play style, And with us, O is a completely different type of player to Kyogo. So when you bring him on, you get something different. But if you sign just every player to be exactly like the other one, you're not really full of surprises, are you? It just becomes a bit too predictable. So I don't think them signings were based off him. He was just, I want them players, and they've just signed in, the first few fuckers they can. As for Celtic, in terms of our signings, it was more. It's a boring transfer window so far for us. More, I think Japs are not really going to be first teamers, are they? They're more for the future. He might throw them on off the bench and see what the crack is. But I think as of now, that was just the scouts telling Brenton these boys are going to be something. He says, "I'll get them in," But that centre back, Lee Warsaw, he's just gelling at the minute. But he is going to be the replacement for Starfelt. Starfelt says he wants out, so he is the replacement. We need him and Carter Vickers to work. And Joe Hart, he put me in bad humour. Now, I was working today, so I watched extended highlights of both games. So I missed out maybe in a bit of passing and all that, but I seen key moments in it. And I seen this chance where it went up, and Joe Hart went for it, and I think it was one of the centre backs. It might have been Carter Vickers went up as well, and Joe Hart just does a wee chest to the left, so he does. And this I think it was Murray, was it? The Ross County player. He's looking at him like, "You just gave that ball to me, did you?" Jesus. Alright then. He still fucked it up. In my opinion, it should have been a penalty, because Joe Hart just swings the left foot at him to take him off. Should have been a penalty, that one. But you see moments in Europe, if that's him in a Ross County game, he's not worth a fuck, is he? I think for us, I don't think we need anything major. Jota leaving for 25 mil, that's fine. I do agree with what Brendan Rodgers is saying about signing a 10-15 million player, and there's no real need. The way we've been doing business has worked well for us, and that's why we've remained one club since being founded. So there's no reason to put ourselves in that way, especially when we have a good squad. But a goalkeeper, is it Lankovic, the Croatian first team keeper? I think if we need to spend a bit of money on him, he's the one we do it for. Because going into the Champions League, I don't want to go into the Champions League again with Joe Hart. I think his time has came and gone. I think Seacrest, he should be the backup. I think Joe Hart to fuck. But that's me anyway. Good start to the campaign with a win on opening day for Celtic and a lovely loss for Rangers. We'll take that. 3 points clear of the scum already. 1 game in. Now, I will be doing a league prediction in my next video. I'm off tomorrow, so I might stick that up. Just basically where I think each team is going to finish and why in the SPFL. I'll be sticking that up probably about 3-4 tomorrow. So if I get a like and a subscribe on this video, if you get a chance, lads, I would appreciate it. Hail, hail.